No.
I know. Okay.
No.
Every month, when I'm on my... No. Every month, when I get my period. Why does that feel so awkward in my mouth? Does it feel awkward in everybody's mouth?
It's perfect.
No, I like it.
It's perfect.
Yeah? Yeah? Okay. Every month, when I get my period, I breathe a sigh of relief and thank God I'm not pregnant. You never know when Jesus is coming back, and you never know who God's going to choose to be the next Virgin Mary. And can you imagine anything more scary than staring down between your legs and seeing the little glowing head of baby Jesus? Holy shit, no thank you. I mean, what kind of bumper sticker would you get? Your son's an honor student? Yeah, well, my son walks on water and he gets lepers, motherfuckers! Personally, I prefer to give birth to Lucifer, a fixer-upper, the kind of kid that'll sit at the Last Supper and complain that Judas got more mashed potatoes, because God knows the holy have done more damage to this world than the devil ever could. Okay, I didn't mean to see that. It's just, it's your fault that there's so much music on here.
It's fine. Hey, jellyfish.
No? It's not on my list. I just treated it.
Oh,
Okay. Okay, anyway, this poem is called The Vinegar Club.
Oh, yay!
When I was a kid, it's not about douching. When I was a kid, my friend and I started a club called the Vinegar Club, and to get into the club, you had to drink a cup of vinegar. And if you couldn't drink the cup of vinegar and you still wanted to be in the club, you had to stand up against a wall while we threw rocks at you. And that was my idea. So, yeah. I'm really anxious to just hear it and not have any music. But whatever, I'm going to keep it. It's kind of pretty. It makes me want to waltz with somebody wearing a cowboy hat. I threw tantrums. You threw bottle caps from the top of the Ferris wheel. When the creek said, laugh till your sides split, we didn't wonder if we'd grow up to be happy. We buried time capsules in the dirt beside my house and dug them up a day later. So much time had passed. We had been cowboys, bank robbers, in the Jackson 5. Jeffrey Bartlett had kissed a girl in the mouth and said he saw fireworks just like the movies said we all would. Some things come true. God, for example. But the day you peed your pants in the middle of the spelling bee, I had been standing beside you chewing on my ponytail with the angst of a trucker stuck in a bunny suit. When the puddle hit the floor, I pulled the ponytail from my teeth and started crying for the both of us. On the playground, I wanted to tell you your hula hoop could be the Jolly Green Giant's halo, but you were wearing pants in the lost and found box, so I said, you hula hoop like Elvis. He's a king, you know. That year, we found 4 dead puppies in a plastic bag beneath the crabapple tree at the end of the road. I knew immediately, puppies are expensive to raise. Children are too. There were months when the radiator of your ribcage wouldn't keep your heart warm, even though your father kept pounding on it with the back end of a broomstick. You could go the entire week without speaking a word. I knew that silence kept your spine from becoming their wishbone. So for you, I let my hair down to cover my eyes when the scenes in your movie Rescue kept clicking past. And I would laugh at my own jokes till you told me they weren't funny, but I was funny to look at. I wore tiny pieces of tinfoil around my crooked teeth, stuffed plastic Smurfs in my underwear to build a penis that wasn't there, and I was constantly pretending to swear. Holy shit, I'd say. Can you believe that, mother sucker, I'd say? Pointing at Tommy McMahon's newborn brother breastfeeding in his mother's lap. You can never understand shit like that. Public nudity on the Little League bleachers when so many folks were trying to hide closets in their skeletons so their funny bones could outdress that man in the moon. And those nights you were light like a costume, like that plastic sheriff's badge on the floor of your bedroom you couldn't stop staring at. But God, be my my witness when I say you were humming Miracle at your harmonica wrist that day. We climbed that rusted fence and pressed our hands on the wet cement to prove we were permanent, like the dye in our mother's hair, meaning we are definitely here. But we can grow out. We can run away with the carnival and build a tilt-a-whirl with our own grace. You know, your face never looked so funhouse mirror as it did the day you finally found a way to escape. You terrible speller. You busted compass. My heart is still a letter jacket I am waiting to give to someone sweet. I still stuff things in my underwear, but I never pretend to swear. We don't know shit about walking a mile in somebody else's shoes. We know almost everything about our own bare feet. My feet have always been about as cold as this creek can get, but when my fear reaches the ocean, man, it turns to salt. And maybe it's nobody's fault that God only held so many shells to his ear. So I slap my heart against the dock, and I grab my own windpipe to beat the truth from my throat. I tear the wallpaper from my skin, and I search the oak for its knots. I throw these rocks at my tantrums, and I listen for where the windows are. Can you hear that, friend? Can you hear the breaking? It is the holiest part.
Yes!